Hi guys, it's Jess from Honest Fiction and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my unpopular A Court of Thorns and Roses opinions. So A Court of Thorns and Roses is my favorite series of all time, and I just finished a reread in preparation of A Court of Silver Flames that's coming out in February. And after joining some fan sites, I've realized that I have a couple of unpopular opinions. So in this video, I'm just going to discuss those and also talk about what I really wish and hope to see in the upcoming book. So stick around to hear my unpopular opinions. All right, starting out this list, we're going to start with one of the more controversial of the opinions, and that is I do not love Nesta and Cassian together, but I have my reasons. I do think that Nesta is a very strong and stubborn female, and I think she is a great person. I just love Cassian, and I think he deserves better, but I'm going to explain why I feel that way. So first, we meet Nesta in A Court of Thorns and Roses, and she's pretty much dependent upon Farah, even though Farah is the youngest of the sisters. She's very protective of Elain, the middle sister, but not as much Farah. Probably because Farah can take care of herself, but she starts off seeming kind of selfish. So Farah is hunting every day to provide food for the family. She's able to kill a wolf, find out it's not a wolf later, but at the time she kills a wolf, and instead of using the money to buy like food and stuff, Nesta's like, I need new boots. I think that's what she wants. So anyway, she comes off as a little bit selfish, and then Tamlin learns, when Farah goes to Tamlin, they find out that Farah doesn't know how to read. Her sisters never taught her. We do find out later that Nesta never realized that Farah didn't know how to read, but still, like, if you're a sibling, you would think you would realize that over time. So starting off, really selfish, not crazy about Nesta at this point. Later in A Court of Thorns and Roses, we do realize that Nesta was the only one to try and get Farah back. She was the only one who remembered that Tamlin took Farah, so that was a little bit of a saving grace. She also said to Farah, go back, like, save your High Lord. So starting to like her a little bit more in this book, but overall still, like, not my favorite character. Then moving on to A Court of Mist and Fury. So now Nesta is back to her, like, privileged life, pretty much. Because of Tamlin, she has money again. Her family's, like, flourishing. And she starts to show more of her snarky personality, and she's still coming off as only being protective of Elain. She's very abrasive when Farah comes to greet her, and is pretty much like, you being here is going to put Elain's future in jeopardy, instead of being very happy to see her sister. Now, I know that Nesta puts up a wall for her emotions, that's explained later, but still, she just comes off so abrasive when Farah's asking for help for a meeting place to see the queens, the human queens. So there's that. Wasn't crazy about her. Also, the way when Azriel, Cassian, Eris, and Farah go to the dinner, and Nesta is just like, oh, you don't like our food, and is just, like, so pompous, and I didn't like Nesta in this book. This is when I started being like, not really feeling this character. Now later, she is turned into Fae, and I don't think we don't get to see her reaction in this book. That happens in A Court of Wings and Ruin. So this is when I started liking Nesta a little bit more. You get to see a little bit more of her complexities. She was able to take something from the cauldron because she is just badass pretty much, and she was like, I took it from me, I took something from the cauldron because it was turning me into a fae. So she's just really cool. I love that she's good friends with Amren, and she's just this really tough, stubborn fae female, which I appreciate. However, she still is very abrasive to Farah. She's still very only protective of Elain, almost smothering to Elain, where they don't really realize Elain is a seer, I feel like, because Nesta was trying to keep her so secluded and so protected. And then when Lucien is making his declarations that he loves, or that Elaine's his mate, Nesta just freaks out, which I do understand, but still. So I really wish we got more from this scene in the library before oh my gosh, they're called Twin Ravens in the prophecy, but I forget. They were Hybern soldiers, attack Farah and Nesta in the library, because Farah pretty much is saying, like, you seem to only care about Elain. Like, why weren't you there for me? And then I think it gets interrupted. So I really wish we got more because I would love some clarity on like what is going on in Nesta's brain. But then towards the end of A Court of Wings and Ruin is when Nesta jumps to protect Cassian and gets in between him and Hybern. And you really get to see that she does have these emotions deep down. However, I don't know. So this is where my problem comes in. I just feel like Cassian has been through so much in his life, and like he was a bastard born Illyrian, and he's been looked down upon, he's had to struggle, and I just want him with, I know he likes Nesta and he wants Nesta, but I just feel like he deserves better than Nesta. She just comes off as so not great. I don't know. I want to find out a little bit more. So I will ship this relationship in the next book if we can get a little bit more in Nesta's head, and I feel like we do start to get that a little bit more in A Court of Frost and Starlight. You get to see that she is suffering deep down after everything that's happened, and she does need time to heal, and I agree she does need, like, that is something she needs. I think she's going about it the wrong way in A Court of Frost and Starlight, but I think that's supposed to be what's happening. So we will see what happens, but I do not completely ship that relationship. Moving on to my next opinion. So we have seen some hints that Eris is going to be in the next book. And Eris is the brother of Lucien, son of Baron, next in line probably for the Autumn Court, to be the High Lord of the Autumn Court. And I think there is more going on with Eris than meets the eye. So in A Court of Wings and Ruin, we kind of get to see that there might be more to the story with Mor and him that he was unwilling to tell at that time. He kind of makes a couple of hints to that. And also we find out that he is the one who actually saved Lucien and informed Tamlin that Lucien's brothers were going to be like trying to kill him. So I think Eris might have, I don't know, I want the backstory of Eris. And I saw some people speculating that Eris and Nesta might form a relationship. That relationship I would completely ship because those two are hated by, or they put up such walls and they seem so tough, but really like they have like this inner like strength, and I don't know. I feel like both of them together would be really cool, and I would totally be here for that. I don't think it's actually gonna happen, but like that would be neat. So then next opinion, which I feel like there's more people that feel this way than actually don't feel this way, is Lucien and Elain. I don't ship that, but I 100% ship Azriel and Elain. I love Azriel. I think he's one of the best bat boys there is, and I think he deserves Elain. He's had to suffer for 500 years, longing after more, and that's never gonna pan out for him. So, and I think him and Elain, they share this like quiet, reserved like demeanor, and I think they would work out perfectly together. So I really hope that happens. But I don't know. We'll see. And I also want a little bit more of Azriel. I know he's more reserved, so it's like a little bit harder to like get his personality. I know when he's teaching Farah in A Court of Wings and Ruin, we get a little bit more of it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty interested to see what like happens with that. But Lucien, I do really like his character. I think his character has grown a lot throughout this series. I do not think he's entitled to Elain because they are bonded mates. I think that he needs to go out. I actually really want him to maintain or maybe even form a romantic relationship with Vasa, the human queen, or the human queen who was turned into like a firebird or cursed to be a firebird. I think that Lucien hated humans so much in A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like he was terrible to Farah when she first got there, like telling her to stare at the cereal and hesitating before he goes to rescue her. So I think it'd be really interesting if he manages to break the curse on Vasa. I'm pretty sure her name's Vasa. I might have to double check this. Sorry if I'm wrong. Breaks the curse on Vasa and like they form a relationship or they just become really good friends, because I think it would be full circle of him going from hating humans to like being in a romantic relationship with humans. That just might be me. And I also really want Helion, I think that's how you pronounce his name, to find out that Lucien is his son, and then maybe Lucien move up and be the High Lord of the Day Court. I don't know if that'll happen, but these are all things that I really hope happen in the next book. And that's pretty much it. I guess this was a much shorter video than I was planning on doing, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, I'm sorry. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, why or why not. I would love to hear it. Also, These are just my opinions, so don't come at me in the comments if you completely disagree with me. I know there are going to be people out there that have very strong feelings of either disagreement or agreement. So we'll see. But anyway, I post new videos every Tuesday, and if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to my channel.